but there are lots of people, and it's a festival. There's about some celestial one.
Okay. And
They,
do you perceive yourself to have a body?
yes,
Okay.
I have a body,
And
and there's two other, like my wife. I think I'm a man.
okay. I
My
was just going
wife
to
is
say,
next to me and our two children,
okay.
but we all are wearing the same gold bracelets. They're like really
Mm-hmm.
thick. I keep looking down on them, and there's this like writing. I writing on them. It's like there's writing, and then it's solid, and then there's writing, and it's solid, and it's writing. Maybe it's a cuff, but I
Mm-hmm.
have like 5 rows. She has like 3. Kids have 1.
Can you read the writing? Can you read what it says?
No, doesn't look like anything.
Okay. So you said you feel male.
Yes,
All right.
I feel very heavy. I feel very happy. Heavy, like my body, what I'm wearing, my body feels heavy. Like there's all
And
kinds
what
of
are you wearing?
jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
like metal, lots of metal on my head. Hurts my neck.
Looking
That's
around, do you know what time period you're in?
so my mind also said that's why it's relevant.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's relevant because of the weight. It's relevant. Okay.
Okay. What more
Well,
can you tell me about that?
I have to wear this all the time whenever I'm in public. I'm in
Okay.
public, anywhere outside my own walls, I have to wear this. To wear this out. Wear this.
Do you know why you have to wear it?
Cape status. Status. I'm at the top of the food chain.
Okay. And when you look at your wife, what is she wearing?
And then like very flowing fabric. Kind of a really beautiful flowing fabric dress with a big old belt and like circles on the belt, like where they connect to each other. The circles are connected at her
Mhm.
right above her waist, like one of those really big cool belts. But it's just white flowing fabric. Beautiful pants. He really loves. I love her. She's beautiful.
Mhm.
Our children are
Mhm.
beautiful. My
And
home
how many
life is
children do you have?
too.
Okay.
I've had 2 children all my life.
Okay. And what is your name in this time?
Ah,
What do you call yourself?
Aya, eh? Aya,
Okay.
eh?
Okay.
Aya, eh?
Okay. And looking in the eyes of your family, do you recognize them?
Children. My babies have always had blue-eyed brown eyes.
Hmm. So they are the same children you have in your life now?
No,
No.
but all of my children
Okay. Anything else you can tell me about that scene that's important?
have.
The
The
weight of your
weight,
clothing?
the weight of the clothing, weight of
Mm-hmm.
the status, the weight of competition,
Okay. At this
unconscious, unconscious competition. I don't know what that means. Unconscious competition.
unconscious competition. Okay.
Yeah, the weight of unconscious competition. I have been trying to overcome the weight of unconscious competition on me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
goal for my soul's completion to release
Oh, okay.
of, of completion. Whew.
There anything else you want to tell me about that?
Mm.
This festival that you're at. Can you tell me what's going on there at the
Lots
festival?
of dancing, lots of fun, lots of laughing, party,
Mm-hmm.
whirling and dancing, singing. Lots of families. It's a family event.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be down there dancing, but I have to sit up here. It sucks. Very unhappy about that weight.
Mm.
I want to be dancing. I want to be down there having fun. But we do it. I do it with my people. I do it with my family and my servants in between our walls. We have our own ceremonies,
Mm-hmm.
but for public ceremonies, I have to sit on this seat and I don't like it. I want it to
Understand.
change.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to change, but I feel like I can't change anything. I'm
Okay.
handcuffed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's another lesson that I'm trying to overcome is the feeling of I've repeated this lesson.
Okay. And what lesson is that?
Stop handcuffing myself.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you're going through that lesson now?
I feel like I'm finally letting that lesson go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I want you to go, I want you to leave the festival and I want you to go with your family to the place that you live and look at the outside of it and describe it for me. Go to the place that you live in 3, 2, 1.
Very large.
Mm-hmm.
If you're standing in front of the doorway, you can't see them behind.
Is it like a mansion or a castle?
Temple in between. So there's like sections of walls, and my family home is inside the second set of walls.
Mm-hmm. And how do you get inside of your house? Describe the inside of your house.
I always walk in through the side door,
Mm-hmm.
but there's multiple doors. It's like a courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks like it's off of the big house.
Mm-hmm.
You come into the gates, there's a big house and a garden, pond. And then when you go past that, around that house, there's two houses on the one on the left, one on and
Okay. And who all lives
my
inside of your house?
me with my wife and my two kids.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the other
Do you,
house are her parents.
oh,
The other
okay.
small house are her parents,
Mm-hmm.
and in the big house is just for show. We don't go in there very much unless
Okay. Do you have servants?
yeah,
Yeah.
but they live in the big house.
Okay. All right.
The rooms occupied in the big house are for the servants.
Okay.
It's so when the people in town see the lights turning on and off and think that we live there. I don't know why I think that's funny, but I think that's funny. It's like a joke. It is the servants that live in the big house and we live in the back house.
Ah, okay. And why don't you live in the big house?
I don't like the status. I don't want.
You don't what?
I don't want the status. Feel like
Ah. Mm-hmm.
feel like it's like a duty, but I don't want to live that every day. It's a fake. Put on that
Mm-hmm.
face to be status.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
I
in my
want you
moment,
to, okay. I want you to go to dinner time at your house and describe that for me. Who's there at dinner time?
her mom and dad,
Mm-hmm.
her children, and the people that work for us, we have
Mm-hmm.
dinner in our home, and they clean up and cook. But we all have dinner together.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you describe what you're having for dinner? What are you eating?
Ah, depends on what's in season.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fruits, bread, lots of wine.
Okay. What do you do for a living? What do you spend most of your free time doing in that life?
I don't know.
Okay. How do you accumulate your wealth in that life?
It was placed upon me.
Hmm. And who did that? Is it family money or
My dead father.
your father?
My family was wealthy
Okay.
and living in that.
Okay.
It's a status symbol, but my father's brother is the one in power.
Ah, okay. All right. Do you know what country you're in?
Well, it felt more like Egyptian or Aztec until we went to dinner, and then it was more Italian, like
Hmm.
stuff on the like eating on the table, like the breads and the pastas and the fruits and the seemed more like I'm not for sure, but I have
Okay.
beautiful tan skin,
Beautiful
very
tan skin.
pretty tan skin, long hair,
Okay.
beard,
Hmm. All
very
right.
olive, very Middle Eastern,
Hmm.
maybe.
Okay. All right. Now I want you to leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day, a day that you consider to be important. When something is happening, we have now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you see?
I'm swimming
Okay.
or all jumping off of the pier into the water. Racing.
Mm-hmm.
Swimming competition.
Okay. What else can you tell me about that? What makes that day an important day?
I won because I swam with dolphins.
Mm, okay.
I won because I grabbed a dolphin. I had a friend that was a dolphin.
Mm-hmm.
And I was ahead because I got a boost. I don't know what I look like. I
Okay.
don't think that I'm human.
You're not human?
No,
Okay. So did you jump to another life?
no, I wasn't human jumping off of that dock. Start this.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I want you to look down at your feet and tell me what it looks like.
Webs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what do you look like? What can you tell me about yourself?
Hmm. My skin changes colors just like my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Do you look like a mermaid?
Shape I've never really seen before.
Mm-hmm.
I have two eyes,
Mm-hmm.
a nose and a mouth, in a similar configuration, but no hair,
Mm-hmm.
scales on the sides of my cheek. My scales make my hairline. That's where
Mm-hmm.
it's different. And the other beings that I were racing are similar but different in how I look.
Okay.
But
Are you
my,
alone there?
no, there's six of us.
6 of you? Okay. And you're all the same type of being?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm female.
Mm-hmm.
We're all female.
Okay. And if you look into the eyes of those 6 of those 5 other females, what can you see? Do you recognize any of those people? Any of those beings?
See anger when
What was that?
I see anger when I look in their eyes. I don't like.
Did you say you see anger?
Yeah,
They don't like when you look at them?
I don't like anybody.
They don't like anyone?
No,
And why don't they like anyone?
I don't know, but I don't fit in. I'm
You don't
different,
you
but
don't
I look
you're
the same.
different
But
than
I'm
them, but you look the same. Hmm. Is there anything else you can tell me about that?
status again. I'm at the lower end of the status system.
Hmm. Okay.
The water is really cold, very, very cold.
Hmm. Do you feel like
Dolphins,
you're related to any of these beings?
no. And I'm there by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any watch. They have.
Okay.
I don't watch it.
In this life, as this water being, I want you to go to the place that you live and look at the outside of it and describe it for me.
I live in the cave that I
You
took
live in a
myself.
cave? Mm-hmm.
That I decorated myself.
Mm-hmm.
I've been alone a really long time.
You live alone in that life?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. What I want to do is move backwards to before you were alone and see what got you into this situation. So we're going to move backwards now, and you are able to tell me about it. You are there now. What is happening? What do you see?
I wasn't alone. I had a family,
Mm-hmm.
mother and father.
Okay.
They got taken hid under the and I've been
You
waiting
said
for
they
them
got
to.
taken?
Yes. By light.
Okay.
I was little,
Uh-huh.
and I've been just waiting for them.
Anything else you can tell me about that?
They don't ever come.
They got taken by light?
Yeah, it was like a flash.
Uh-huh.
We were all sitting at the table,
Mm-hmm.
and something fell on the floor that I went down to pick up. There was a flash, and I came back up. But I'm underwater. This is all
Mm-hmm.
happening underwater in this cave. I'm in a cavern,
Mm-hmm.
like a cavern.
Okay.
And when you swim into it, you swim up to the left where it opens up, where there's like an air pocket.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty large space. But I always stayed because I don't know when they're coming back.
Uh-huh.
Why I didn't go to.
Do you know where they went?
No.
Okay. So you've been there ever since, just waiting for them?
I swim for the bunny. I only have to swim 3 times. And then I can afford to stay hidden
Mm-hmm.
and whatever else I want to do.
Okay. Is there anything else you can tell me about that life?
I make shell necklaces.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Shell necklaces
Mm-hmm.
that I collect.
And
But I
what you
don't
do,
have to
what do
sell
you
them.
do
I
with the
just
necklaces?
I normally give them away, but
Mm-hmm.
I can sell them, but I don't have to sell them.
Mm-hmm.
It's always just kind of extra to myself.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell me about that life?
Taught me to
Do
be
you,
okay being alone.
mm-hmm. Okay. Do you feel like you're the only one that this happened to, or do you know of anyone else that happened to?
It happened to a lot of different families at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of the other kids went with their family.
Uh-huh.
I
And
didn't have the
no one there
extended
knows
family.
what's going on, what happened?
I don't know.
Mm.
It's almost like it's not full of detailed information like the last scene.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was sitting on top of that big pyramid type structure, I could even see the leaves on the trees.
Mm-hmm.
In this setting, I just feel cold and dark cavern, but I live there, but I don't see furniture. I don't see anything of
Mm-hmm.
sustenance for a being to sustain. I don't know. Very weird.
Okay. Do you eat at all?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Go to dinner time at that in that life and tell me what's
I don't
happening.
eat.
You
I
don't eat.
don't eat.
Okay.
I'm not on Earth.
You're not on Earth. That I'm just gonna ask you that.
This isn't Earth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you know what planet
It's
it is?
no.
Mm-hmm.
E came to my mind, but I don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
E.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell me about that life?
I see
In the first,
like
go ahead.
oh, like a different outward setting. So to look like back to where I was racing, very first image that I got, like to
Mm-hmm.
look out at the horizon, it's like a purple sky, almost like a blue glowing. I don't know.
Okay. Let's move away from that scene. And from where you are now, you can look back on both of those lives that you've been shown, and you can see it much clearer. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at the first life, where you were a man with a wife and two children, and an affluent man, what did you learn from it? What was the purpose of that life?
Status doesn't make you happy.
You were just
Everyone
what?
of status doesn't make you happy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Everybody obtains status in a different way. Doesn't
Mm-hmm. So you think that was the lesson of that life?
Yes, the joy of that life was being hidden with my family and my
Mm-hmm.
friends.
Mm-hmm.
But status didn't allow me to have fun. It was always
Oh,
work.
okay. Was there anything else you learned from that life?
Love.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
grew old with her. We loved each other till we stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Okay. And then you showed a life of a water being on a different planet. Why do you think you were shown that life? What did you learn from that life? What was the purpose of showing you that life?
You'll be alone until you make a different choice.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about that?
I'm very emotional about
Mm-hmm. It's okay. How does that make you feel?
that. I stayed alone because I felt
Mm-hmm.
punished. The choice of being.
What do you feel is stopping you?
Lack of information. It's really
Mm-hmm.
odd. Very confusing feeling, but I'm not. It's almost like my brain is just blank.
The lack of information about what?
What I'm seeing, um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I
I would
see the
ask them.
cavern. I see the caverns.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
I would ask your guides if they can give you more clarity at this time. So let them in to give you more clarity and see if you can see more than what you did before. What did you learn from that life?
You'll only get different results if you make different choices.
Right. Okay. Do you think there was anything else of a purpose of showing you that life?
I died alone.
Okay. And how do you feel about that?
I don't think the bones have ever been found. Nobody there or no.
What was that?
Nobody knew I was there to come looking for me. I was just so alone.
Okay. All right. Julie, I want you to move away from that scene, leaving those two lives back there to continue. And then you can either move forward or backward to find another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. You are now at another time and place. What is happening? What do you see?
Fire.
Fire. Okay.
There's a big bonfire.
A bonfire?
And we're dancing around the fire.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And in this life, do you have a body?
I do. I'm
Okay.
dancing, so happy.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I have feathers all over
You have
my
feathers on your
headdress.
body? A headdress? Okay.
My whole body, my whole outfit's made out of.
Okay.
I'm dancing around the fire.
Do you feel like you're a male or a female in this life?
Female,
A female, okay. Do you feel young or old?
young, right?
Okay. Are you wearing
Like
any jewelry on your body?
I'm wearing a full required uniform.
Okay. Tell me about that.
Wearing the required uniform. It's beautiful. It was handmade by my aunts, my
Mm-hmm.
family. Passed this down. I'm dancing in a celebration for the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And there's I'm dancing by myself, but it feels like there's a whole ceremony. So as I'm dancing, more people are coming onto stage with
Mm-hmm.
me. It's feathers, lots of drums.
So lots of people around?
There's lots of people around also drumming and humming.
Mm-hmm.
And the fire is dancing with us. There's literal beings coming out of the fire and dancing.
Mm-hmm. Can you describe those beings?
They almost look like matchsticks, like just the
Mm-hmm.
burning flame part of a matchstick on
Mm-hmm.
all 5 points as they dance around with us. Some of them dance on my hands. Wow.
Like little beings,
Yeah.
but they're like your friends?
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're
Oh.
dancing together. That's awesome. Yeah, we're totally dancing together. And they're all the beings, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm fire. My family is fire,
Okay.
but all the families are there.
Mm-hmm.
So we start the ceremony. Fire. And all the other families are there.
Mm-hmm. What can you tell me about that? Like, how does that
They're
work? You're
specific to their nature.
okay.
Water
Mm-hmm.
are all very light, fair beings wearing blue, watery. Looks like they're wearing water. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Literally looks like their
Mm-hmm.
earth is wearing leaves,
Mm-hmm.
but branches. Maybe I'm made of fire. Maybe they're not feathers. Maybe they're flames. We're made out of our element.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
The air, the, the people in that family, their body changes with their emotions. So you've got puffy clouds or dark clouds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same for the water. They're very crystal light, flowy, or they're very mucky, dirty, dark water. My
Anything?
flames
Oh, good. Hmm.
are the opposite. If your flame is bright, you're of the higher vibration of our family. The darker energies are burning out or their embers are almost.
Hmm.
But it's not like clothes. It's literally like we're made out of the element that we are. But at
Hmm.
this celebration, we come together.
Okay. Anything else you can tell me about that?
I'm feel very honored to be chosen to dance. So
Hmm.
very excited about
Hmm.
that.
Okay. And why do you think you are being shown this life as a fire element?
Because you gotta dance.
Because why?
Learn how to dance in the fire.
Learn how to dance in the fire. Hmm. Anything else?
Why does that make me feel so emotional?
You tell me. Why does it make you feel so emotional? Is it making you feel happy
You
or
know,
sad? What emotion is it bringing out?
almost like I learned from the fire.
Hmm. And what did you learn?
Dancing. Just
Hmm.
dance. You-
All right. Anything else? Anything else that Julia needs to know from any of those past lives that we have gone over that she has looked at?
Every lifetime has shown you pieces.
Hmm.
Oh, oh, my heart just
Okay. All right. At this time, I am going to call in Julia's higher self, her angels, her guides, her supervisors, and her heal team, also her dragon guides, any past loved ones that would come in, and ask if it's possible to answer some questions that Julia has for her journey. Is it possible to ask some questions that Julia has for her journey?
yes.
Okay. Julia would like to know, how does her soul want to be expressed through her now?
Freely, freely, expressed freely.
Hmm. And how can she do that?
No labels, no boxes.
Hmm. And what does she need to do to get to that point where she can have no labels, no boxes, and freedom?
Just be yourself. You're already doing it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is there anything else you want to tell her about that?
The only box you put on yourself is by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You don't
Julie,
have to. Oh,
mhm. Go ahead.
you don't have to explain why you don't fit into it.
Okay. Anything else she needs to know?
I've always rebelled from the box.
Okay.
You're only trying to
Julie,
get out of a box if you put yourself. You stay
right.
outside the box. You don't have to get out.
Mm-hmm. So how
Whew.
can Julia stay outside the box?
No labels.
What was that?
No labels.
No labels. Okay. Julie would like to know what is her Egypt connection?
I helped build it.
Mm, okay. Can you tell me more about that?
We built the circle of seven together. Just
What is the
uh,
circle of seven?
the seven rays.
Okay. Tell me more.
Seven rays of split consciousness come
Mm-hmm.
together as one. Our consciousness together levitated the
Mm-hmm.
pieces together like a puzzle. We each had our own job or vibration, but together we made movement in matter, movement in consciousness, movement every
All right. Can you speak up a little bit, Julia?
movement every.
Okay.
Almost clear. It feels like heavy, like a real raspiness to my voice that I don't
Yes. Mm-hmm.
recognize.
That's all right. Let it go. Let it flow. So the Egypt connection has to do with the seven circles. What
Seven
more? Mm-hmm.
consciousness. There were
Mm-hmm.
seven of us
Mm-hmm.
that would stand together and put our consciousness together.
Mm-hmm.
That's when
All right. Is there anything else you can tell me about that?
frequency is the key.
What is the key?
Frequency is the key.
Frequency. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. What is Julia's
Whew.
connection with Serapis Bay?
One and the same.
Hmm. Okay. Can you tell me more about that?
Fractalizations are hard to
So Julia is a
This,
fractal of Serapis Bay.
yes.
Hmm. Okay. Is there anything else she needs to know about that?
Intention is key.
Okay. Okay. And what is Julia's Artemis connection?
She fought alongside her as a woman, Temple Guard.
Okay. And is there anything else you can tell me about that?
Tenacity, strength, not giving up
Mm-hmm.
is what she learned from that lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Honor above all is most important.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Always say what you feel and feel what you say.
Mm-hmm.
And you will be rewarded.
Okay. How is Julia's career aligned with her soul purpose now?
Only financially.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell her more about that? What else can she do to align with her soul purpose?
Just show up.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you can tell us about that?
It will not be a forever career.
Mm-hmm.
The career will be changing.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us anything about her new career?
She won't decide.
Mm-hmm.
Too many options available.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there anything else you can tell us about that?
No,
Okay. Who are Julia's guides? Who are guiding Julia in her now?
list is very vast.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us some of them that she might recognize?
Biological mother,
Mm-hmm.
grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
the line goes back. I'm seeing literally, I'm seeing the same scene I saw from our astral travel, where I'm
Mm-hmm.
in that library.
Mm-hmm.
Top of the library is all full of light and angels. They're all looking down on me, smiling.
Those are all your guides?
There's hundreds of them.
Mm.
Those are
Okay.
my fractals.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any of your guides want to step forward for any message for you? Do any of your guides have a message for you today?
Be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Be yourself.
Okay.
Don't make it so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You put yourself in the box. You take yourself out of the box.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
If you want to stay in the box, change the color. What?
Okay. All righty.
What the hell does
Change
that
the
mean?
color. What
Just
color
made me
should she
giggle.
change it to?
Oh, I don't know, right? Any color you want.
Mm,
It's funner to have a colorful box.
mm, mm-hmm.
That kind of made me giggle. That was funny.
Okay. Julie would like to connect with any past loved ones who would like to come in that might have a message for her. So I'm going to open the space now for anyone to step forward who is on the other side that would have a message for Julia today. And Julia, you just let me know who's coming in for you and what that message is that they're giving you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, I can smell her hair. And I smell jasmine. It's her.
And what does she have to say to you?
Just looking at me. She's so proud of me.
Mm-hmm.
She's proud of the job I've done with my sons.
Is there anyone else there?
No.
Okay.
She loves me.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and now call in your dragons. They want to come in and they have messages for you. Again, the same thing as they come in. Let me know what you're seeing and let me know the messages they're giving you.
Golden dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Through.
Yeah.
Through. It's a trickster. It's just a trickster, but you have to hold on because we do lots of swirls. And I feel like I'm just on a ride. I'm
Mm-hmm.
holding on to the scales around his neck and are going for a ride.
Mm-hmm. And where is he taking you?
Home. He said home in a tree, top of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
No, the home is the tree.
Does he
Home
have a
is the
message for
tree.
you?
Nothing is what it's
Mm-hmm.
always look between.
Absolutely.
I felt like such dry mouth making. Oh,
We good? You
my,
need to use the restroom or something?
no, I just need to get a drink of water. My mouth is so dry, and then I pulled the Oh, I'm supposed to say okay.
All good.
Ugh. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? Oh, I okay. 6:50. What? Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Rue's taking you on a journey on the top of a tree.
Inside the tree. We went inside.
Mm-hmm.
We live inside the tree.
All right.
Not always physical.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't stay always physical.
Mm-hmm.
He can even be in the air once.
Mm-hmm. Any other messages that Rue has for you or any of your other dragons?
Always see the layers.
Mm-hmm.
Showing me like those trees, how they're layered,
Mm-hmm.
or onions. Onions. The layering. You can always peel back and there's always going to be another layer. So be excited for the next layer. There's always another layer.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect. All right.
Move, dog.
What can you tell us about Julia's starseed type? What are her starseed origins?
And understand it.
Mm-hmm. What do you see? What are you feeling?
A lot of different ones.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I'm seeing like
Like what's coming up?
like a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Is there
So I
anyone
see
that's more prevalent than the rest of them?
it's kind of like spinning like a picture reel. Click, click,
Mm-hmm.
click, click, click.
What types are
Excuse
you
me.
seeing on the wheel?
Lots of animals,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
ones I've never seen.
Okay. Can you describe them?
One is a beautiful lion,
Okay.
male, male lion, but there's this beautiful, almost like Alexandrite crystal in the forehead.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
not,
That's going to be Lyran.
it's not staying the same color.
Mm-hmm.
It's changing colors. And I've them on my palms too. They're almost like diamond shaped. They look like crystals. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if they're crystals, or not, but they're changing shape or they're changing color. My forehead and my hands.
Okay. Anything else you can tell us about that?
I harness energy
Mm-hmm.
through these crystals in my hands and in my head. So I see myself standing over kind of like an altar, holding my hands out, creating a triangular shape with my third eye and my
Mm-hmm.
palms. And then the middle of the energy field that I'm creating is a, I don't know what it is. Looks like crystal, but it's layered like that tree.
Hmm.
Wow. No, I'm definitely harnessing the energy together to make.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what planet you're from?
No. To Tira? Tiva?
Okay.
Tegra. I don't know.
Tegeta?
Maybe. Is
Mm-hmm.
that one?
It
Yeah.
sounds like one. That's the one I'm from. Yeah.
Together.
Which leads me into our next question. What is our past life connection? Show Julia what our past life connection is, mine and hers.
Multiple command posts.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple command posts
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that.
with that energy.
Mm-hmm.
But we always work together. We've always been together.
Mm-hmm.
We were together levitating the stones.
Mm-hmm. Building pyramids together in Egypt.
Many places.
Mm.
Many places not on Earth.
Right. Right.
Many councils.
Mm-hmm. Are we in a council together now?
More than one.
Mm-hmm. What is the main mission of our council?
Consciousness.
Mm-hmm. What else can you tell me about that?
Information. Keepers of the frequency.
Mhm.
Keepers of the frequency.
Mhm. Who other than me and Julia are in this council that we know right now?
No, no. Lots of names are coming up.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and tell me.
But I don't feel like they're English.
Okay.
Ah, coop. Eh.
So these aren't people from the butterfly sanctuary?
No.
Okay.
Some. The best way for me to express it is
Mm-hmm.
the fractals. There's fractals of all of us within all of us.
Mm-hmm.
But where we align isn't always the same. The counselor's perception isn't going to be the same for each person on the council.
Right.
So that question can only be answered in the moment. Change
Mm-hmm.
for each fractal.
Right.
I feel
Mm.
who's practically aligned currently is Tammy, Sharon,
Mm-hmm.
Yaya.
Mm-hmm.
There are different fractals
Mm-hmm.
that pertain at different times.
Okay. All right. How many lives has Julia lived on Earth and other planets?
Thousands.
Yeah. Yeah. She's an old soul.
Fractalization is hard to put into linear English.
Mm-hmm.
Multiples, multiple thousands.
Mm-hmm. How many fractals of her are on this planet Earth right now?
None.
None, just the one Julia fractal? Okay.
I don't know how to explain what I'm seeing right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
So
piece of color.
it's one because it's all tree. It's showing me that layer of the tree again. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I said one because it means all those thousands.
Mm-hmm.
one is 1,000. 1,000 is one.
Right. We are all one.
But the way that it shows it to me is almost like when I went into that tree with Rue.
Mm-hmm.
Like we could go down each one of those routes, each each ring is a whole lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
They're all on top of each other like now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know why that's making me anxious. I feel kind of dizzy.
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in because it's something that you're not used to seeing. It's
Yeah.
something, yeah, your DNA is it's
Ooh.
it's taking it all in. It's like you're taking in a code right now. A lot of light. It's a very bright light. Light is information, remember?
It's like lighting up as I go
Mm-hmm.
um peel the layers. My layers are lighting up. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I'm heating up almost. Am I coming off the couch? My eyes are closed.
No.
I literally feel like I'm like lighting up. These layers are lighting me up, and I'm like feel
Uh-huh.
like I'm not touching the couch anymore. Oh wow, that's really kind of exciting. Okay, chill out. Oh, that was really cool.
Okay. So, who are is Julia seeing in the clouds? When she sits on her porch, she sees beings in the clouds. Who is it? Who's watching over her?
Emily,
And who's that?
I'm seeing like multiples again, so I don't think it's just.
Mm-hmm.
I see that. Oh wow. So it's the beautiful blue being that I met on John Binney's when I went and on the ship with John Binney and Sheila. It's that same beautiful being. And it's just I saw them, I met them in our Akashic travel. I've seen him. This will be the third time I've seen
Oh, amazing.
and
Neat.
his counsel is who protects him.
Anything else you can tell me about that? What's his name?
That was a weird sound. I can't I don't know if I can say that correctly. It's not English.
Mm-hmm.
It's I can't there's no English way to say that.
Okay.
He's been with me a long time.
He's been with you a long time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Many lives?
Many.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is Julia's next step in her ascension? What's her next step?
Joy.
Mm-hmm.
Fly.
I love that answer. That's perfect. And
I don't know, I'm getting so emotional. Ah.
because you deserve joy, Julia. You deserve to be happy.
I'm so
Mm-hmm.
ready for it.
All right. Who in Julia's life has she had past lives with?
Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel. Alicia,
Mm-hmm.
Mike, Tammy, Wendy, Sheila, Bobby,
Mm-hmm.
Trina, Eddie,
Mm-hmm.
Mary, Victoria, Clint, Elizabeth.
Yeah. Yeah. I should probably ask a different question is do we come
Like it just keeps like rolling again, like
yeah,
the other one.
right.
It was just like,
Do we come in as teams?
sorry,
Do we come in as teams?
as a team.
Like, yeah, Julie is part of my team.
Oh,
So,
oh,
yeah,
um,
we
yes,
always come in together, all of us.
yes.
Mhm.
We don't
Okay.
always find each other,
Mhm. Right.
but we do come in together.
Mhm. Right. In this lifetime, we have found each other. W- What?
So you know,
Yeah.
my brain, my what I heard in my head was whoopity doo.
Yeah. Your team's great. They
Oh
really
my
are.
god, that was so funny.
They're they're funny ones for sure. Very
Whoopity doo.
lighthearted.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god, that's funny.
Whoopity doo. Yeah. Yep.
That was funny.
All right. So
Oh
going
wow.
from a very high, I'm glad you're full of joy right now because I'm going to ask you a serious
Mm.
question. So I want you to tell us more about your experience in the cave and were you going to be sacrificed? You wanted to know this. So we're going to get the
Yes.
answers. Yes. Okay. Now, I want you to show Julia um, why she was not sacrificed. And I want you to show her, um, you know what to show her. I'm showing you what to show her. And Julie, I want you to tell me what you're seeing.
Lights,
Mm-hmm.
the lights twinkling that woke me up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the first person put in that cave, but I am the last person put in that cave.
Mm-hmm. I want you to look at this like a movie, Julia. I don't want you to be there. I want you to look at it like a movie. You are protected. Your guides are with you. They're surrounding you. Rue's right there beside you. There's nothing to be afraid of. You got your answer, but
I
I
helped all
also,
the souls.
you did. You did.
Helped all the souls release that day.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did.
Be removed. I helped them all be removed.
You did. That's what I wanted them to show you. You did it. That was part of your mission in this lifetime. And you did it. So you should be very proud of yourself. And from here on, nothing but joy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Nothing but joy. And you're going to have a greater connection to your guides. You're going to have a greater connection to your spirit guides and your dragon guides and your past loved ones. And Another question we wanted to ask was, how close are we to New Earth? And is there anything else that we can do?
Being present,
Mm-hmm.
extremely close, already there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your perception is what writes your perception of her.
Mm-hmm.
We're already there.
We are.
Your perception is what will allow you to experience whatever that means for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not linear.
Is there anything else that we can do for the ones that are asleep to try to wake them up? Is there anything else we can do?
Be patient,
Okay.
communicate love,
Mm-hmm.
communication and acknowledgement is key. Acknowledgement and why, because you're allowed to not. You're allowed to choose no. You're allowed to choose to stay asleep.
Right.
We
Right.
must be patient and let them choose.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right. Is there any final messages that you have for Julia today? Any final things that you want to say to her?
Awareness is like art. It matters to who's viewing it. Not everybody will look at the same art piece the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Awareness is the same way. In all things, it's this and that, not this or that. You choose what you perceive.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, we thank you very much. We'd like you to stand by as I do some cord cutting, and for her healing, I would like her heal team to step forward. So we call upon Julia's supporters, her animal spirits, her soul group, her soul supervisors, and her healing teams. We ask you to protect her. I now command through the power of my voice that any implants, blockages, interference patterns, negative entities, shadows, chips, strings, and cords be now removed from her chakras and from anywhere else in her etheric body, her astral body, her spirit body, and her physical body, which is here against her will, against her permission, and against her higher purpose. From now and throughout all time infinitum, we now banish you from her energy field. By the power of the Most High, I surrender you to be transformed through love. And now I place protection as a golden barrier around Julia and her etheric body, her astral body, her spirit body, and her physical body. Nothing can penetrate this barrier without her permission and knowing and consent. By the highest counsel, such it will be, and she will fulfill her purpose on this planet beginning now. Now, Julia, imagine, if you will, the great central sun, the center of all that there is, the very heart of Source itself. This beautiful golden, platinum, silvery, sparkling light that is the brightest, most powerful light you could possibly imagine. And we're going to ask that the great central sun send a beam of healing light and energy directly to you now. And this beautiful beam of light is arriving here now, and it is shining and dancing and sparkling now, just right on the top of your head, just beginning to be felt in the crown chakra. And this light is going to go through your entire body and all of your energy fields, but it begins slowly. Right now, it is just at the top of your head. Maybe you can feel it, some warmth, a bit of pressure. This beautiful light begins to enter your scalp and across your head as it slowly begins to move into your skull and fills up your entire gray matter with light, moving through bone and muscle and tissue and tendon and nerves and into your bloodstream. The light surrounds every cell, every molecule as it slowly moves down across the third eye chakra now, down into the eyes, sinuses, ears, and mouth. And the light moves and regenerates as it flows, clearing and rewiring the brain, dissolving negative looping thoughts and negative neural pathways, creating new neural connections with pure positive light. Down, down, down. Slowly and warmly, it goes now down into the throat and the back of the neck, clearing and cleansing every chakra as it moves, and down the spine now as well. The light now begins to move across the shoulders and into the arms, all the way down to the tips of the fingers, down, down into the torso, across the back, and also now the light begins to fill all of your systems and organs, the lungs and the heart, the digestive organs, and down now into the lower pelvis. The reproductive organs are now bathed in this light, and the light continues down, down now into the big bones of the legs, down to the very marrow of the bones as it goes down, down across your knees, the shins, and the feet. And the light continues now and moves down outside of the feet and into the floor as the light carries away all misqualified energies, negativity, and debris, carrying away old programs and belief systems no longer required. The light continues down through the crust of the earth and through all of the layers, down, down to the very center of the planet, to the earth star or heart chakra. And there the earth recycles all of the unwanted energies and uses them for others in beneficial and benevolent ways. Then the light bounces pure and cleansed off the earth star and back up through all of the layers and levels, back up through the crust of the planet and into the floor, and back into your feet and body. Up the light goes through your legs, torso, and head, and out again through your crown, back to the great central sun. And so you are now fully cleansed and connected both to the earth and to the source. And now I do understand that the higher self holds the ability to heal any part of the human body that may need healing. I would like to ask if you could scan Julia's body and tell us if there are any ailments or areas that can use healing to help her on her journey. Are you able to offer source healing to the ailments to help this issue that Julia is experiencing?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to start at the crown chakra and work your way down and let us know where in her body that she has any ailments. And we are going to go ahead and take it from there. So go ahead and scan her body down now.
The neck.
Okay. And are you able to offer source healing to her neck at this time?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to go ahead and do that.
Tension in her shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Tightness in the tailbone.
Okay.
Letting the weight be removed.
Okay. And I want you to fill in all those areas with Source's golden white light.
Done.
Okay. Thank you very much. Also, at this time, I would like you to ask if it's possible to activate Julia's psychic abilities that she came to Earth with. Would it be possible to activate all her latent psychic abilities at this time? Okay. And let us know what it is that you are activating today. What are we activating for Julia today?
Already active.
Okay, perfect. Can you tell us what activation she has already done for herself?
It's a belief system blockage.
Okay,
No fear.
okay,
She fears the power.
okay. And can you help her with that?
Yes.
Okay,
Your intention
mm,
holds the power.
all right. Is there any final words that you have for Julia today?
Just show up.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you all for being with us today. We sure do appreciate you. My team, thank you. You're always amazing. And what we're going to do now, we're going to bring your light body back to your physical body. So, Julia, we're just bringing your energy back to your physical form. All of your renewed and realigned and vibrant energy is returning now into your body. But before you open your eyes, you take note of the expansion of your heart and the increased depth of your wisdom and knowing. And you send gratitude to all who participated in your journey today. And you are returning to your everyday awareness and consciousness, feeling yourself return now to this room and the present day and time, just waking up naturally and completely and fully. And you can begin to stretch and move and open your eyes when you are ready. You are beginning to wake up now. You can move your arms and legs, and it feels so good to stretch and move. You are now back in this room and coming back to your body completely, coming completely back into your physical form and everyday conscious awareness, feeling wonderful, refreshed, energized. You are fully awake. Welcome back.
Oh, wow.
Woo woo. I told you we were going to have a fantastic session. I told you. Woo. That was a good one. Your team is amazing.
That was pretty amazing. So it was so hard to articulate some of it. Um, wow. Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, the thing with these sessions is you're
Whew.
going to you're going to things will come to you afterwards. You're going to have dreams about this. You're going
Yeah.
to this is going to be in your meditations.